Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. And I want to give a huge shout out to Daryl and Werner of the wrestling podcast CovalentTV. These guys work extremely hard and give an honest review. It's the second best podcast in the world, second to the Kurt Angle Show. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hey Daryl, hey Warner, this is Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, coming at you through a Snapchat filter because honestly, it's just easier this way for me, for you, and definitely for my self-esteem because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now, and you know how it is. But I heard you guys do a wrestling if I can talk today, podcast called I'm gonna say this right, hopefully. Covalent, fingers crossed, that's how you say it, because I think I would normally pronounce it Covalent, but Covalent Wrestling Podcast. So I hope that is awesome. I hope you guys get, a bazillion views on it or listens or however podcasts work, because everybody does them on Zoom nowadays. But talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, Daryl and Warner? This is the Swolverine, the F Machine, Mr. GMSI himself, Brian Cage. I mean, who better? You already know the answer to that question. And if you don't, that is nobody. Giving you guys a shout out on your podcast, Covalent. And I appreciate you guys being big fans, big supporters, and the best is yet to come. All right, guys, take care.
Oh, yeah. Y'all expected it. Y'all should know it's coming. I'm about to come in like a ball of fire on this tonight. And y'all should understand why. But before I say anything else, welcome to your WWE Money in the Bank 2025 live review. This your boy, Mr. Starkson.
Big dub.
All right, we're going to do things a little bit differently tonight. Y'all know we don't typically have a format when we do our pay-per-view streams. We don't really do that. That's not really our thing. We like to keep it organic, keep our thoughts fresh, instead of giving you some rehearsed formulaic bullshit that all these other podcasters are going to give you and tell you how great this was and how great everything WWE is. That is not what I am here to do. And not in any shape, form, or fashion will I do that. Okay? Let me cut this off the screen real quick. I gotta drop this in the pot tonight, y'all. I got to kick off with this. Sorry about that. I got to kick off with this. So something that I had planned today had got rescheduled. So I actually had time to pretty much catch damn near the whole Worlds Collide show, okay? So I'm just going to put it like this. And I know there was somebody that watches our show that did enjoy it, but I got to give it to you like this. I'm just going to be real with everybody watching this stream right now. I guess y'all getting a bonus review, and it's not going to be me completely reviewing it. It's just going to be a heaping dose of this truth that y'all need to get, and some of y'all need to hear this to snap the fuck out of this trance WWE seems to have y'all in. If you enjoyed that bullshit-ass, crap-ass, gentrified version of Lucha Libre that you watched early on in the day before Money in the Bank, you need to get your goddamn head checked.
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling y'all, this is going to be my energy going forward. If you enjoyed that gentrified-ass Lucha Libre that we watched earlier in the day, Oh, then in which case, you probably thought Money in the Bank was the greatest thing since sliced damn bread over a fat bitch. So I knew going into the event, and so did my co-host Werner. We both knew that WWE was going to win out in that event. We both knew this. That's not even a surprise. I'm not even upset behind that because we knew it was going to happen. We knew WWE was going to go, hey, you may have all these years of lineage and you may be considered one of the most prominent, I mean, some people might have argued in the late 90s, the most prominent lucha libre promotion in the world. But you're not better than the WWE, though.
That's right.
So I knew that was going to happen. That's not even what I'm pissed about. That's not even what I'm even a little bit remotely tight about. I'm just going to be completely honest with y'all. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. What I find to be an absolute positively just the biggest joke walking the planet. It's like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and all of them all in the same goddamn room. This is the biggest joke possible. Bernie Mac, same room. They're all in the same room. This is the biggest joke I think I've ever heard. We're not even doing drone accountability, but this is the type of audience that WWE brings to AAA and Lucha Libre. This is what they think of the culture. This is what they think of what they've been producing for the last what? I would say AAA's been around damn near as long as WWE has. If not longer.
1992. Since 1992.
Like, so what are we talking about here? Okay, so watch this. This person, Link, had this to say. This dude isn't wrong. Lucha was never going mainstream without WWE. It's just facts. They would still be doing shows behind Taquieras in Tijuana if not for the merge. Are you serious? I was thinking of CMLL. My apologies, y'all. Are you serious? Me and Werner said this is what was going to happen. We had almost 50 people in here on YouTube. The moment I said this last night. I said the moment that the average WWE fan comes in here and they click on this review and they hear us actually telling the truth about them, they're going to click off immediately. And I just watched it happen in front of my face. We said just last night that this is exactly why WWE and this AAA event was going to be a colossal failure. Because no matter how good it could have been, which it wasn't, no matter how good it could have been, WWE fans do not appreciate Lucha Libre. They do not appreciate other promotions. They only appreciate other promotions if they're branded alongside WWE. And guess what? That's what they think of it, even with it being branded alongside WWE.
Yeah.
Really? Still under the weather. I'm not sniffling because I'm sad. I'm sniffling because I'm fucking sick. And I'm sick of this bullshit too. Like, seriously, bro. This is the problem. This is the problem. And then Conan was on commentary, sounded like somebody woke him up out of a fucking 100-year slumber. And I said on Twitter, I don't give Conan shouts out for shit. But Conan did say one line on that show that I liked. When Conan said, why are they chanting "we want tables" in a match like this? That popped me. I'm not gonna lie. I got a laugh out of that. I thought that was absolutely fucking hilarious. Because don't you love when people who aren't plugged into the WWE matrix say something that is outside of the matrix and immediately the people who are plugged in are like, whoa, don't say that. Because Corey was like, oh, I think they're entitled to chant whatever they want. I'm like, and therein lies the fucking problem.
Yep.
There's no accountability on this product, not even from people who kiss their ass. Conan kissed their ass. Conan is probably one of the biggest liaisons behind AAA selling to WWE. And even then, Corey Graves was like, hey, slow down there. So not only did they show dominion over AAA and how this event played out, but they showed it on even commentary. Even in commentary.
Mm-hmm.
You had Corey Graves like, well, hey, don't say that. Don't you question the WWE bubble. Don't question the WWE matrix. Plug back in, Conan. But yet y'all to think we crazy. But yet the same people who clicked off this video probably were like, oh, this dude sounds crazy. Prove me wrong. Is that not what happened? See, instead of trying to get yourself over in the chat right now, I need everybody watching this to confirm what I'm saying in real time so I know that any Ninja Watcher watching this knows I'm not bullshitting. Because I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get yourself over in this comment section. First, it's not enough goddamn people. Second of all, you're just not going to get yourself over. Y'all not charismatic enough. I love y'all, but it's just not going to happen. Some of y'all crack a good joke every now and again, but it ain't like that, okay? It's love. I say it with love. I'm not trying to be a dick. I say it with love. Y'all not as funny as y'all think y'all are. All right? I say it with love. But let me put it this way. Oh, Corey Graves being a douchebag is a surprise to whom?
Yeah, seriously.
To whom?
He's always been a douchebag and will continue to be a douchebag until the end of his time.
Why you think when he got demoted, me and Werner were just kind of like, yeah. We didn't care. He's not a person worth standing up for.
Right. The fact that he's still in the company is a shocker with how much of a douchebag he is.
But Werner, I don't want my message to get lost in my tone.
No,
No, it ain't related to what you said. This is completely unrelated. I don't want my message to get lost in the tone. So let me actually reel it in a little bit. So let's put it this way. Guys, if y'all found out tomorrow that me and Werner bought CMLL for however much they wanted to sell it to us for, right? And we said, cool, we are going to start our own promotion to run alongside CMLL, right? If we bought CMLL and our company is new and we do a co-branded event, who do you think we're going to allow to go over in a majority of the matches? Our promotion or CMLL? Y'all be acting like y'all know us when the camera's off, so act like y'all know us when the camera's on too, and light this comment section up. Hurry up. There we go. Hurry up. Because I'm not finna bullshit no more. CMLL. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a no-brainer. It's a no fucking brainer. If anything, we would go hands off. We would be like, hey, who are your best bookers on your side? We got a couple guys over here. Y'all work together. Y'all make it a dope show. But either way, the directive is CMLL wins. I don't know. What's a good percentage? Let's say they win 80% of the matches.
Yeah.
Is that hard?
No.
Okay. So watch this. Not only did people overhype that gentrified Lucha Libre, but Werner, here was my biggest issue with it. It was my biggest issue with that entire show. There was not a thing on that show that made me go, like, let's say I never seen AAA before. Let me role play for a second. Let's say me and you never seen AAA before. Was there anything that happened on that show that made you go, I want to see more about these guys that they put out there?
No.
It stopped right there. And I'm going to tell you why. Because every time Conan tried to do some storytelling about the wrestlers on commentary, what fucking happened? What happened? I want to see
Corey's
how many
like, hey, now it's all about double E.
Boom. There it is. I wanted to make sure somebody was fucking paying attention. Every time Conan tried to do some storytelling about the wrestlers, oh, that Corey Gray. Oh, no, can't do that. No. This is a WWE event. No, sir.
Yeah.
We're producing this. We're fronting the bill for this production. We'll only let people know about the wrestlers that we want to let them know about.
It's almost like Vince was in Corey's ear.
Homie. I thought I was the only one that peeped this shit. Now, here's why I'm going to give a little bit of credit. That Mr. Iguana dude has so much talent and entertainment value and charisma that he's one of those wrestlers, just like Giulia, just like Stephanie. You just look, and Roxanne, you look at those wrestlers and you go, WWE don't deserve them. They gonna ruin them. WWE don't deserve those wrestlers. They don't deserve no Vikingo.
That's a fact.
They don't deserve Psycho Clown. Are you insane? And anybody who tries to look me in my eyes virtually right now and bullshit and say they do because they'll be presented better, man, you could suck the widest part of my dick, which is the whole thing. Respectfully.
I don't get how they would be presented better. They're gonna if they showed up on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, they're losing automatically. So how is that showing them in the best light?
Warner, you know I'm the king of analogies. If pro wrestling is a sleeping man, WWE is the ice cold water that the roommate throws on the sleeping man as a prank.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way I could think of describing anything WWE touches. But like, here's the key to that though. When you get that ice cold water tossed on you, what do? You wake up. I'm still waiting for people to wake up. It's like WWE fans then got goddamn Warner Brothers water tower levels of ice cold water dumped on them and they still don't wake up. Wake up. And you could hear just the sheer amount of fakeness. And I hate using that word when it comes to professional wrestling. You could hear the sheer amount of fakeness in Conan's voice when he had to keep saying throughout the show, see, this right here, this is authentic lucha libre, unfiltered, uncensored. I'm like, dude, you don't even believe that horse shit. You don't even believe that. Listen to your voice.
Well, I think that's the only thing Corey would allow him to say unless he said, hey, this is a WWE show. Steve Rhodes, I still care about you. Please bring me back to the main roster.
Like Conan throughout that whole show. Oh, listen to the crowd. Listen to them. They're chanting, this is awesome. Dude, for the most part, and unless I'm going deaf, which I don't think I am, God forbid, it sounds like that crowd in the forum was sitting on their hands pretty much the whole show.
Yeah.
And wait. Robert said Conan wouldn't shut up. Wait. Okay, so apparently somebody has a disconnect in here. Somebody has a disconnect. Every time Conan tried to get a word in edgewise, Corey Graves was like, back to the WWE commentary format, Conan.
Yeah.
So Conan was trying to do authentic commentary, even though he sounded like a fucking resurrected zombie. He was trying to do authentic commentary, and every time he did authentic commentary, Corey Graves was like, hold your horses. That's not what Michael Cho taught me in commentary school. I swear. That is the most corporate and the most trained I have heard Corey Graves on commentary ever. I was like, there goes that WWE training. There it is. I heard it tonight. Tonight I heard it. I was like, that's that WWE training. Nothing can be authentic. No story should be told on commentary about wrestlers unless it's breadcrumbed. And y'all know what I mean when I say that. Unless it's Michael Chode breadcrumbing things about a wrestler, you can't learn about them.
Boy, I hope Conan's still happy about this sale after the way he was treated on commentary.
Like, dude, I thought they was going to hit him with the fuck. Like, dude, I really thought they was going to hit him with the hook. I thought they was going to get him out of there. Halfway through the show, I thought they were going to get Conan out of there.
Get Wade Barrett on standby.
Dude, because he wasn't plugged into the Matrix on commentary, and you could tell Corey was like, oh my God, that's not what I was taught. This goes against all of my Michael Cho teachings. Conan, slow down. I thought he was going to get the hook. I swear I did. Like, I swear, halfway through the show, I'm like, they're going to pull his ass. I'm like, they're going to pull him before the main event. But, like, I'm going to give a little bit, I'm going to give a little bit of a review on that show. Just a little bit. The wrestling on that show, if anybody wants game tape, Werner, I need everybody, you, Werner, I need the viewers, our truth seekers, to pin what I'm about to say next. This should be timestamped. This should be clipped because y'all need to lock in on what the fuck I am about to say right now. If you want game tape on what me and Werner talk about on this show, when we say when real pro wrestlers come to WWE and they have to slow down, they look terrible. That was the show to watch.
Yes, it was. Big time.
The entire show was an example of what me and Werner have said since day one of doing this show. If you ever want game tape on what it looks like when a pro wrestler has to wrestle the WWE style, this is the show. Top to bottom. I have never seen Vikingo look that slow ever. Ever. I could go on and on. I'm not, but I could go on and on. And one last little comment. Stephanie, beloved, I really sincerely hope that guy that you're dating, the deaf dude, I forget his name. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like clown him. I'm not trying to be funny. It's one of those generic ass, Build-A-Bear ass names that WWE gives people. Whatever dude's name is. Sweetheart, I hope and I pray y'all never get married. You know why? Because, sweetheart, you have to be one of the most disloyal people I think I've ever seen in the wrestling business. I remember, guys, this is how you know I do my homework and I really know my shit. I remember when she was doing a Q&A on on Instagram. She was doing a Q&A on Instagram, and somebody asked her, would she work Lucha or would she work for AAA? And she put in all caps, or she just might have just put it regular. I can't remember. She put no. No additional commentary, just no. If I am CMLL Brass and I watched her walk out there and get in that ring with that AAA logo underneath her feet, understanding of all people, she understands the context of that rivalry between those two promotions better than anyone. And I see that. I go, she better hope that WWE shit works out forever. She better hope that WWE shit works out for the rest of her life. Now, I know there's going to be people that the white knights and the simps are going to come in here. Oh, well, CMLL protected her. I'm trying not to use certain words because YouTube catches them. The person that almost took up out of here. Oh, they protected that guy. That's unfair to say to her. Okay, so I beg the question. Why when I do this stream, motherfuckers want to be outside doing random shit with their fucking cars? Shut the fuck up. But y'all can't hear it, but I can. But at the end of the day, somebody figure out real quick for me. We gonna do research in real time. We gonna do research right now. Is the person that almost took Stephanie out of here still in CMLL? Can somebody look that up for me real fast? And if they are they in a prominent position in the promotion? See, this is the stuff that needs to be, this is the research that these journalists don't do in real time. And I use journalists very loosely. They don't do this shit in real time with their viewers. They rather talk at and or down to their viewers. You know, paywall selects of the world. Oh, and cue up the snitches. I bet that gets clipped and sent to somebody, and I don't give a fuck. I'll say it to them again. I don't care. Yeah, somebody help me out. Weekly Steel Chair. Wait, is the person that almost took Stephanie out of here AAA employed? If so, that has to be one of the biggest punchlines of 2025 in pro wrestling. Somebody, y'all was in here trying to get yourselves over in the comment section earlier. Y'all was typing a mile a fucking minute. Now I'm asking y'all to do something. What the fuck? Said they were CMLL, but apparently they moved organization. Okay, to whom? To whom? Mo said he was arrested. Miguel said, yes, Cortero still working for. Wow.
So apparently he was released on parole in March of 2025.
And now what? Is he let's get this confirmed in real time. Robert said
he was.
Robert said Wiki says he's in AAA. I don't want to mess his name up. I think it's Cuatrero. I don't want to mess that up. I apologize. So I looked. Yep, AAA and Vaquer was on the presser for the acquisition. So there you go. Even worse. Said, oh yeah, he is. Miguel said yes. He still works for that. I'm not laughing at the situation because what happened to her should never happen to any woman whatsoever. You burned the bridge. You nuked the bridge between CMLL and yourself and AEW and yourself, possibly to get away from a person that now works with a promotion that is tied to the promotion you are currently signed to. Say he's inactive due to incarceration. He's there, though. Wow. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this shit up. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So, Stephanie, you absolutely, positively Chicxulub cratered that damn relationship between you and CMLL for your WWE dream and to possibly get away from your, the person that almost took you out of here, just to end up working with a company that was acquired by the people you're currently signed to. I'm going to say it again. I said it when she initially signed with WWE the way she did. I said this initially. Stephanie, you better pray on everything that you believe in that WWE keeps you around until you are 60 years old. Or at least 50, like Asuka, because Asuka's approaching 50. You better hope that you are the next Asuka. You better hope they hold on to you until your 50th birthday. I swear, because what are you going to have? Yeah, I know GCW's probably going to hire you for a couple events. I know, but sweetheart, what major promotion is going to touch you? You would have to hope New Japan forgives you. Because you dropped their title in short order, too. Stephanie, you better pray WWE is like the NWO for life. You better pray. You better pray. You better get down on your motherfucking knees, sweetheart. That was one of my biggest takeaways from that. Seeing her walk on that AAA logo, I was like, ooh, you conniving little hoe. So yeah, what was his name again? Somebody put it in the chat earlier. I knew it was Miles something. Again, it's one of those witness protection ass names. Somebody put that back in the chat. Oh, there it is. I got it. Never mind. Miles Bourne. Miles, homie, don't get married to that girl. Boy, you better pump and dump. Because, dog, if y'all get married, that girl is going to cheat on your ass expeditiously for the next dude that feels like her dream. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown made a very prophetic song. And it's called These Hoes Ain't Loyal. I wanted to vomit. I was like, look at this horse shit. Look at this. CMLL gave her everything. Everything.
But it's not the WWE.
Stephanie, that's embarrassing, beloved. That's embarrassing, beloved. Oh, is that fake ass Randy Orton dude? That WWE
God.
drones were just like overly tweeting about, and I just was like, please get these people off of my feed. Yeah, that's what Ron. Yeah, Asuka is approaching 50. Asuka ain't no spring chicken. Yeah, Asuka is approaching 50. She just look good than a motherfucker. Respectfully. Yeah, Warner. Before we get, I know y'all probably thinking, God damn, that wasn't pregame thoughts. No, that was just me giving a brief little coverage on the Worlds Collide event, considering I actually got to watch a majority of it. I had to address all the people that were hyping that up to tell them, cut that shit out. If you enjoyed that event, Warner, I'm about to cook. I bet you enjoyed chicken breast with just salt and pepper on it.
Ooh.
You one of those people. If you enjoyed Worlds Collide, you enjoy ribs with no sauce.
Oh.
Oh, if the ribs are cooked right, you don't need sauce. That don't apply to ribs. That applies to steak. That don't apply to ribs.
Brisket.
Ooh, yeah, brisket. Yeah, brisket, you got a better argument. You got a better argument. But even then, I'm still putting some sauce on that bitch. You one of those people. So again, I know somebody watches our show that did enjoy it, and they probably like, oh, I'm attacked. No. Don't change my words, Marlo. You said they enjoy unseasoned chicken. Don't change my words. Putting salt and pepper on just regular chicken, that's more of an insult than not seasoning it at all. You know why? Because the moment you see somebody just put salt and pepper on their chicken, you know the chicken itself and it tastes like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
If I see somebody that don't season their chicken, I can hear you. We are back. No, we ain't gone, y'all. We back. Twitter gonna start a second damn stream. I just know it. Everybody make sure we live on Facebook. Oh yeah, the drones are mad.
They're always mad.
We ain't had no problems. Y'all see that? We ain't had no problems. Y'all see that? They mad as a motherfucker right now. Okay, y'all can hear us? Good. Oh yeah, they hurt. Let me know where we at on Facebook, y'all. I know Twitter is going to start over. If you're watching on Twitter right now and you're watching the second part, well, not the second part, the first part of this stream, but cut in half, then in which case, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. Hey. Do I got to do it again, Warner? I guess I'll do it again for the Twitter people. Welcome to your WWE Money in the Bank 2025 live review. This is your boy, Mr. Starkside.
Big dub.
So, Warner, I want to have one last discussion on Worlds Collide because another thought just popped into my head. without thinking about it real quick, I want everybody to just respond to this question on instinct. Was Lucha Libre respected at the Worlds Collide event?
Fuck no. You know when it will be respected? In 10 days.
I'm just trying to see where people's heads at, Werner. Look like we ain't live on Twitter
10 days.
no more. Okay. Well, shit. Somebody do me a favor real quick. Post the YouTube link to the live review and on Twitter, and I'll retweet it so people know we're live right now. Apologies for the Twitter people, because I know y'all be rocking with us heavy. My apologies. I'll double check and see if the live stream is up, but I don't think it is. But go ahead and give your thoughts on the Worlds Collide event, sir, and then we can move on to pregame thoughts for Money in the Bank.
I didn't get to watch a lot of it, but I did see some of it. It was embarrassing. If you're a professional wrestling fan, it was embarrassing. And the fact that they had to have Dominic show up just to add another match to Money in the Bank for no fucking reason is nasty work. Like, come on. This card was already terrible. You did not need to add another terrible match. No disrespect to Octagon Jr., because I know before the acquisition he was a pretty decent talent and on his way. But now that he's in the WWE system, he's fucked.
Cool. So, guys, let's get into. God damn it, dude! You know it's bad when a character whose whole thing is bringing out a stuffed animal pet iguana is more over than a majority of the WWE roster. That's when you know the product. That segues me into pregame thoughts for Money in the Bank just so perfectly.
Yeah,
like it just leads me right into it. Okay, pregame thoughts for Money in the Bank, y'all. Pregame thoughts for Money in the Bank. Where do I start? The theme for tonight's Money in the Bank review, for me at least, just for me, and Warner will be able to add in his own little take, obviously. What CovalentTV as a brand is not going to do is praise mediocre to average. I'm going to brand this review as we are not going to praise anything that is mediocre to average. Now, you might say, why is average included in that? Average should be a decent little bar for you to praise it, right? Bet. So my rebuttal to that is this, and y'all should know what I'm finna say next. WWE is considered what?
The industry standard.
So why should I compliment anything that is considered average? Because you want to know who doesn't get a pass for average? Oops. Matter of fact, and not even just that promotion. You want to know what else doesn't get a pass for average? Anything that isn't WWE does not get a pass for average. So why should WWE? Because I know there's going to be a couple things on this show that people are going to be like, oh, well, I thought this was okay. I thought this was decent. I thought this was, and let's use their lingo, Werner. I thought this was fun.
Yeah,
I thought this was entertaining at the least.
No.
I'm not giving no brownie points for that shit. I'm not giving no kudos. I'm not giving no gold stars. I'm not giving no pats on the head, pats on the back, pats on the ass, pats for Patrick. Nothing. For no mediocre to average anything. This is considered the industry standard for professional wrestling. Some drones might even say the worldwide standard.
Yep.
For professional wrestling. Nothing else matters if it's not the WWE. Do I need to read what that person said about Lucha Libre? Now that it's associated with WWE, do I need to read it again? You know what? I think I am, Warner. I think I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read that again. Lucha was never going mainstream without WWE. It's just facts. They would still be doing shows behind Taquieras and Tijuana if not for the merge. This is what WWE fans think of Lucha Libre and its entire lineage. Conan, these are the people that you sold Lucha Libre out to. This is the audience that you dropped to your knees and gave fellatio to. This is who you did it for. This is who you're doing. This is who you are seeking the adulation of right here. People that don't love you and people that are racist is all get out. I hope it was worth it, Home Slice. Out there looking like a fucking autistic gecko. I should slap you on your head, motherfucker. Listen to the crowd. Man, listen to these nuts.
Hey, this is a WWE show.
I would have
slapped. You can't be doing that here.
Corey Graves would have caught he would have caught 5 across the dome. On everything I love. Every time he would have pulled that shit with me, he would have caught, I swear, 5 across the dome. Would have slapped them tattoos off of him. Fuck wrong with you? Lord. Listen to the crowd. Dude, that crowd sounded like they were at a funeral for fucking, I don't know, Stevie Wonder.
For Lucha Libre, that's what they were there at the funeral for.
I had a bar and Werner messed it up because I had a bar for that. I was going to say the reason why they were acting like they were at a funeral for Stevie Wonder because it would have to be superstitious to believe that WWE is going to do Lucha Libre the right way. It has to be. Then you had these motherfuckers in a dark alley of an arena. The crowd how do we know people were there?
Yeah, seriously.
Homie, it was so dark in there, I thought Batman was going to come down. I swear.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees was probably in that bitch watching the show for all we know. Homie, what? Damn, how we back on Worlds Collide. I hate WWE, bro. I think that's why, I hate everything they represent for pro wrestling. I hate it. I've been on this kick all week. And it's going to keep going. I wish they would go away. Pro wrestling would be so much better without them. And their fan base.
Big time.
Dude, can they fuck off?
No.
Oh, no, we can't beat you, so we got to buy you. Oh, no, we can't produce content at the level in which you produce it, so we got to buy you. Oh, we can't book a show with the level of competence you do, so we got to counter program you. Give me a fucking knife. Piss. I just can't do it, bro.
Tonight was a terrible night for professional wrestling and Lucha Libre. Fucking dark cloud over AAA and what WWE has become.
And appreciate you, Matthew Shelton, for sharing the link to the stream, man. I'm about to put it up on Twitter my damn self too, man. Look at us getting advertisements on our shit. We fancy. Coochie. Ooh, Google too. That's how you know they like a. I'm over here saying coochie and Google's like, yes, look at our AI. That's kind of funny. But let me tell you something. To actually bring in a little bit of positivity, I brought them up a little bit earlier, but to bring in just a little bit of positivity. That Mr. Iguana dude is a star.
You know, I kind of agree with it, but I feel like it has a little bit of a shelf life.
Of course it
and
does.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think WWE, or even for that matter, AAA now with who's in charge of booking, will foster that properly and make that, you know, over enough to where fans are happy with it.
Okay, so to rebuttal what you said, Warner, and it's not to dismiss, because you know that's not even what I'm on. That's not our goal on this show. Is Warner diss me, I dismiss him. That's not even what this show is. It's never been that way. But I am gonna give you a little bit of pushback. So that Mr. Iguana dude has a charisma you can't teach and a smoothness you can't teach. You get what I'm saying? Like, so even if he does repackage and get a new gimmick, I feel like that charisma and that natural smoothness and comedic timing that person has that's playing that character, they'll find a way to maximize their minutes no matter what gimmick they have. Like, look at Tony Storm. Like, I feel like that whoever is playing that Mr. Iguana dude could easily be that in Mexico. Easily.
Okay.
With that same level of charisma, smoothness, and comedic timing, I'm pretty sure that person can repackage with relative ease. So I feel what you're saying. It has a shelf life in America.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that 100%. In America, it definitely does. Especially if he doesn't officially sign with WWE. Now, if he officially signs with WWE, that crowd will keep that gimmick over as long as they possibly can. For fuck's sake, they're world champion yeets.
That's true.
Respectfully. Oh, yeah. Oh, if you gave Mr. Iguana's charisma to Daniel Garcia, I might like him. I might like him. And then also, when I say smoothest, I'm talking about in the ring. Like, that was the smoothest wrestler I watched on the entire card. Like, he was able to transcend the WWE style slowdown that typically happens when real professional wrestlers have to get in the ring with WWE wrestlers. He was able to some way, somehow circumvent that. And I was like, whoa, where the fuck did this dude come from? That's real talent. If you could go in there with people who only know the WWE style and still kill it, you got something.
Yeah.
AJ Styles is another one of those people, if y'all need another point of reference. AJ Styles is another one of those people. He transcends the WWE style. Like, no matter how much they've tried to slow him down, AJ is still AJ.
I guess it's just the wait and see approach now.
Oh, and he's 36? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes. Now, I don't know.
Well, 36 is the new 16 to WWE, so...
Apparently, yeah. Apparently.
But to get into my pregame thoughts of Money in the Bank, you know, I'm gonna steal a talking point from a different pay-per-view from someone else. This pay-per-view was too fucking long.
Uh-oh.
You know, we have children that have to go to fucking bed.
Uh-oh.
This pay-per-view, I have to have my kids in by 6:45 to go to bed. Why in the world is this pay-per-view so fucking long?
Uh-oh. Warner, you said the forbidden words. You're not supposed to, Warner, you're not supposed to levy that level of criticism onto WWE. Sir, you're only supposed to praise everything they do. Warner, you're doing wrong already. Let's start this review over. Warner is screwing everything up.
Five matches and what, almost 3.5 hours? Homie. No. There is no reason that this pay-per-view should be 3.5 hours long. for 5 fucking matches.
So, pre-game thought. I when it comes to Money in the Bank, guys, I really don't. I told you I don't really have a lot of pre-game thoughts. Again, other than what I said, y'all. What I said was, again, just in case anybody missed it, I am not going to praise mediocre to average. Like, dude, I want that to be so understood. Because I know there's going to be some people that watch us for the first time that are going to be like, but dude, there was some good stuff on this show. No, it wasn't. Was there like a couple average things that happened? Yes. But this is the industry standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then in which case, I'm not accepting fucking average.
Exactly. It should be exceptional every time, without fail.
Top to bottom, production and everything. I'm not, dude, I refuse. You cannot make me. You cannot make me. You cannot make Werner. You cannot make the truth seekers in our comment section. It will not happen. I'm not going to praise mediocre to average because, oh, well, I thought this one little thing was kind of okay. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Let me read them super chats, man. I'm fucking up. My fault, y'all. Lord, my bad, y'all. Adrian Carpenter came through with the 10 schmackaroo saying you guys deserve it for covering this shit. Hey, man, appreciate it, man.
Bang, bang, bang.
Thank you.
Bang, bang.
Robert came through with Don Lemon. Shaking those maracas, man. Appreciate you. Adrian Carpenter came through again with 5 schmackaroo saying, or cinema cook hoop. Where? Ooh, Elmer with a bar said, and they'll still be paid in pesos, not dollars. Ooh.
That's true, yeah.
Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar. I'll give it to you. It's drinks behind that motherfucker and everything. That was a bar. Except not at Werner's place. He spikes all his drinks.
You know what? I just had this thought. This honest thought just came right to my head. I wonder if WWE has to pay the jock tax.
Ooh.
So that would really hurt.
Gather that for Monday.
I don't know.
Gather it for Monday. Save it for Monday. You know we gonna need a talking point for Monday. Save it for Monday.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that, but that's a very interesting question.
Yep. That actually is. Wow. I didn't think, wow, that's some shit right there.
Yeah.
That's some shit. Boy, y'all ain't gonna get this nowhere else.
Cause like, ooh.
And if you do get it, it'll be in a random report behind a paywall 8 months after the fact.
Right.
8 months to a year, really, if I'm being honest.
And then we won't get credit for it that we brought it up.
Boy, that's what you just said is a motherfucking fact. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of seeing y'all running off the plug without talking points. I'm going to start calling y'all asses out. Y'all going to be like, oh, shoot, CovalentTV under my post. What did they say? It's going to be, bitch, give me my credit. That's what it's going to say. All caps. All caps. And I'm not deleting it. All right? Xavier, yes, he said something I got to learn. Stop praising mediocre or average. Yes, dude. Even in your personal life. Even out of yourself. Ooh, I'm spitting. God damn it, I'm spitting. Even out of yourself. When you know you did some shit and you like, that was bang average. Don't accept that bullshit. Homie, you want me to tell you what I do when I go to the gym? First of all, exercise. Try it. Everybody do that part first. But you know what I do? I feel myself get to a limit. And I go, could I keep going? And the moment I ask myself that question, you know what I say to myself internally? Yeah, if I'm asking myself that question, guess what? I could keep going. You know why? Because if I couldn't keep going, guess what? I wouldn't be able to go. I'd be on the ground crawling out of the fucking gym. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. And anyone who has seen me in person knows that I'm not a small dude. Werner's just built like a fucking offensive lineman, but he don't really protect nobody. He protects his mayonnaise stash very well. But until I came through and swept everything, the great male famine is upon him. Okay? But yes, Guys, I'm not scrawny. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm not no little dude. All right. So let's put it this way. If you wouldn't accept average or mediocre out of a girlfriend, food at a restaurant, what a video game you purchased, whatever, why are you accepting it from a fucking pro wrestling product? That's my message to every drone and fed walker watching our show right now. Because I bet if you bought a DLC pack for a video game, you fucking dork. Not saying you're a dork for playing video games, but some of y'all be spending y'all whole paycheck on DLC.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty tokens and shit. If you wouldn't accept getting a shitty DLC pack, why do you accept getting a product that you pay $200 to sit in the nosebleeds for? Why are you accepting average to mediocre? Explain that to me. I demand an explanation. Like, I want to understand why you would accept that. So guys, keep that theme in mind for tonight. Keep that theme in mind for tonight. We are not going to praise mediocre to what, Werner?
To excellence.
No, God damn it. We're not going to praise mediocre to average. We're not going to praise it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Mo said, would you accept average food from a top tier restaurant? Hell no. Hell no. If I'm paying top tier restaurant prices, hell no. If I'm at a Michelin star restaurant, that food is Duke University, homie, run me my money back or y'all gonna bring me out 4 more plates. I'm gonna be eating free here for the next year. And I done been to some Michelin star restaurants in LA where I was like, how the fuck y'all get this star? I had to get the manager. I'm like, homie. What the fuck is this?
Why is it so small? No one eats portion sizes this small.
I don't go to RT Farty QT plate Michelin star places. Hell no. No. Don't ever get that twisted. Because I know those places. Like STK. I don't think STK is a Michelin star restaurant. I actually don't think they are. Can somebody look that up real quick? Is STK a Michelin star restaurant?
I don't think it is.
I don't think they are. But yeah, that's a place I avoid because I know they gonna bring out a goddamn fingernail size steak and I'm gonna be like, where's the rest of it?
Right.
Hell no. I'm not doing that. That's just not gonna happen. Okay? That Werner had 2 scoops of mayo today. Look at him work. Well, you know, he had to import it from Idaho. That's what happened. And I'm going to come steal his mayonnaise stash now that you've outed him. So thank you for outing him and snitching on him because now I know to come to take his next batch of mayonnaise. Thank you.
You know, I get the expensive stuff from Japan.
Get the fuck out of here. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. You can't afford Kraft, motherfucker. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I get the fancy stuff from Japan. Spell Japan. Fuck wrong with you, man? I'll flip your desk over. I'll laugh on your lapel, bitch. I get the fancy stuff from Japan. No, you don't. Since when? Oh, God. What I look like when I lie, I guess. Okay. Let me see what we got. Okay, cool, y'all. Oh, by the way, I forgot. True Seekers roll call, like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Sorry to the Twitter peeps. I put the link up on Shut the Fuck Up because I forgot that fast. I put the link up on I had that thought and that motherfucker ran around third base with the quickness. I don't know where that shit went. I put the link up on Twitter. And yeah, y'all share that link. So did Matthew Shelton. We are live. Share it with a friend. All of that stuff. Share on the Facebook groups too. All right. Make it happen. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a goddamn minute. I might be able to click them back live. Weren't I? Hold on. Wait a minute. We might not be out of the game. God damn it. We might not be out of the game. I just thought about something. Hold up. Hold on. Let me pause this real fast. Hold on. Wait. We might be able to get Twitter back right. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Hold up, y'all. Okay, Twitter peeps, y'all are back. I got y'all in here. Hell yeah. Welcome to your Money in the Bank 2025 live review. It is your boy, Mr. Exhausted, and
this show is too fucking long.
No, it's your boy, Mr. Starksan.
Big good.
We did 3 intros tonight. I had to get Twitter back up. Sorry about that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We in here live. Y'all missed the first half of this review, but it's okay. It's okay, Twitter peeps. You could go watch it on YouTube. If you want to see the first half, you want to see the first half of the heat that we've been dropping, go check us out on YouTube right now. Not later.
I can get 2 for $13.
Get what for 13? What?
The Japanese mayo.
You can't afford it, Werner. You ain't got no goddamn money. Jesus Christ. Werner, you got to save up to be broke.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit. Stop lying to people in the fuck. I'm sick of you. It's a conspiracy. Where you gonna get the money? You gonna shake some ass for some cash, Werner? Is that what you gonna do to save up for some Japanese mayo?
I can work 13 more thousand shifts.
What the fuck wrong, man? No. You don't deserve nice things, Werner. Not even truffles. No. Oh, Mundo Fuego helping us with the research. Said on Warner's jock tax thing, apparently, yes, there's your start. Okay, so apparently, yes, they got to pay the jock tax.
Wow.
Oh, shit. We appreciate the comment section doing the research. We appreciate the comment section doing the research. Where are we at on the twits? I know I just started back up, but where are we at on the twits? We should be back. God, I got to blow my nose.
Holy crap.
It's a lot going on, y'all. I'm sorry. Werner talking about Japanese mayo he can't afford. I'm blowing my nose. You know what I'm saying? There's a midget in my house somewhere that I got to find. I love her, no pause.
Man.
Hold on, let me.
Could you imagine if WWE was still doing house shows?
Oh, they'd be shit. 37 on the Twitter. Cool. Well, welcome in. Again, all the people. We haven't even started on the Money in the Bank review yet. Welcome in to all of the people that are coming back on Twitter. We were live. We had a technical difficulty. YouTube and Facebook, we're seeing all this good work the whole time. So if you want to see what we were talking about in the front end of this review, check us out on YouTube at CovalentTV. You know what I'm saying? You know, just go ahead and look up CovalentTV. We was spitting some hot fire. All right, now, if y'all can behave and not skip ahead, I'm going to cut the chat room back on for a brief little second. But y'all gotta not skip ahead or do none of that fuck shit. And if you see somebody trying to troll, pack them up immediately. Otherwise, the chat room is going back the fuck down. Just like that, okay? Much love. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right real quick. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, because if y'all skip ahead or do anything of the sort or try to get yourself over or whatever the case may be, chat room coming back down. I don't care who does it. One does it, everybody gonna suffer, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Twitter peeps, let's get into the Money in the Bank 2025 live review, where we will not praise mediocre to average. Warren, are you ready?
This show is fucking too long.
True Seekers, are you ready? All right, round one. Oh boy. We got to do it though, Warren. It's something that we got to do, sir. Something that we got to do before we do anything else. The show would open with the usual montage of talent arriving at the arena.
Okay. I want to point out two things with this.
Already.
No. This is legitimate. I'm serious.
Okay.
Why in the fucking world is Becky Lynch wearing a Legend Killer hat. There is no reason for her to be wearing a Legend Killer hat. Period. There is no legend she's killed. She's been force-handed a legendary career. If anyone should have been wearing that tonight, it should have been Lyra. Okay? Next up, I am convinced now that Paul is a predator.
Are you calling him a Pauliter?
Sure.
He's the Pauliter.
Sure. He is a predator. You know, first, you know, with Roman, okay, maybe it's part of the gimmick. I get it. Then for the brief few minutes with CM Punk, it was still there. Okay, now we're getting unquestionable. Now he's doing it with Seth. There's a pattern.
You get out your system.
Too many fucking people showing up. You know what?
Dude, it's like they're trolling you. It's like more and more
fines.
people. It's more and more people week after week. They're trolling the shit out of you, dude. I'm convinced whoever in the WWE office that was sending our shit around in a Gmail thread, which I did find out to be confirmed, whoever's watching our show, I think they're passing this down to like the creative team, and it's like, add more people to this talent montage arriving at the arena, because we got to piss
Can we make this the first 20 minutes of the
we got to
show?
piss this white guy from Meth, Michigan off. We don't even need to steal his mayonnaise. All we got to do is just make more people show up. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Everyone wants me to give credit to Stephanie for working as much as she did. But I'm going to give y'all a little secret. This might ruin some stuff for y'all. I'm not going to lie. This might ruin some things. And a lot of people might get mad at what I'm finna say next. I am more impressed with what Will Ospreay does from a travel standpoint to wrestle and do all the stuff in the tapings. And like, I'm more impressed with what he does than I am with what Stephanie's currently doing. So she did 2 local matches. Well, 3 actually, because Bakersfield isn't that far from fucking LA, and obviously like a sense of getting on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
She essentially did 3 local matches, 2 of which were very tame, and one of which where she barely did anything in it, which brings me to tonight. Guys, it's time to get into the women's Money in the Bank matchup to kick off this show. Bliss kicked off the entrances. Rhea Ripley was the last of the entrants. And the announcers were making a big deal about most of the competitors having no Money in the Bank experience before this event. But hey, newsflash. A few of them have only been on the main roster for like 2 months.
Yeah.
How could they've possibly gotten any experience if they've only been on the main roster for like 2.5 months? You see what I mean? Somebody might look at what I'm saying as a nitpick. This is no, when you are the industry standard, everything needs to be held to a specific standard.
Yep.
Why was there no one on commentary to rebuttal and say, well, those girls also have not been on the main roster longer than past WrestleMania?
No, why actually do their job? That makes no sense.
You know why? And you know what? That would have actually been insightful. That would have been something where even though I knew that already, I would have been like, I didn't think about it that way.
And that falls on Chody and Wade Barrett. Pat McAfee has no clue what the fuck's going on in that in WWE.
He doesn't know what's going on at all.
No, he has no fucking clue.
Dude, I am almost certain that Michael Chode tells him to get to the arena at like 10 a.m. so they can sit down and brief on every single thing. Because I think he does not know what is going on until he shows up to the arena. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I think they have to have emergency impromptu production meetings with Pat McAfee just to bring him up to speed.
And I'm sure that it goes out of his head by 3 hours before showtime.
Dude, oh, hell yeah. I'm sure like 90% of it is gone.
Yeah.
By the time the first bell rings, 90% of it is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell, and Werner, here's how you know what we're saying is accurate. You could tell the little stuff he does remember because he says it with so much enthusiasm.
Yep.
She was in TMLL, Cole. Like, he'll say it like that. He'll say it like really enthusiastic because it'll be like his two brain cells will rub together and remember something. And Michael Chode, I know that you have given multiple instances of verbal and possibly physical fellatio to Pat McAfee, Pat No Talent Fee. Mm-hmm. But dude, the gimmick has run its course with him. He needs to go. He's not good at what he does. And I think I'd heard this on the pre-show. I was actually cleaning the crib up a little bit. I heard this on the pre-show, and it was just on the TV as background noise. I think I heard Michael Cho, who said, "Oh, every time a man who every time he opens its mouth, it's money in the bank." I was like, pause. I think that was Chode.
No.
Who said that?
No, that was Vic Joseph.
That shit was pause as fuck. Oh, yeah, they still in our likes again. I see that.
Oh,
so everybody scroll down and hit that like button again. Make sure your like is in there and counted for. Dude. Oh, shit, me a building. Okay. So let's get into it. Yet again, for whatever reason or another, they just forgot any animosity, and for whatever reason or another, did anybody else notice Roxanne Perez and Giulia working together again?
They can't even keep their own stories straight.
I'm about to say something else that might be mad controversial, but I think a lot of our truth seekers is going to agree with me. Just like the only thing keeping Jey Uso over is Yeet in that long-winded ass entrance.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing keeping Stephanie Vaquer, I could get her name right, Stephanie Vaquer over right now is her look and that damn Devil's Kiss move.
Yep.
Now, her look is not going anywhere. But the moment she turns heel in that company and she stops doing that move, bye-bye overness.
Yep.
Here's why I'm bringing that up. There'll be people that'll call our page a gooner page and, oh my God, all you do is post girls, you don't post news, which is a flat-out fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say that, right? But then will be the same people that will post clips of Stephanie doing that damn move. You'll go to their page and see 4 separate clips of Stephanie doing that move. But then they'll come on our page and say, we gooning. First of all, I don't have to goon. A lot of these wrestling women that y'all look at and y'all have to goon and slobber over and stalk and do all that stuff, I don't have to do that because guess what? I done fucked a few of them. Oops. I can actually pull them in real life. That ain't no cocky shit. That's real talk. And it's a couple names y'all would be surprised by. Werner, am I lying?
Yeah, you and Stephanie.
What are you talking about? I ain't fuck no Stephanie.
McMahon, yeah.
You see what happens when Werner attempts at comedy? That shit falls flatter than a sheet of notebook paper. You see that? That's why I tell him all the time, leave the comedy to me. Leave the bartending or whatever he's doing back there to himself. You know what I'm saying? Every time. It's okay, Werner. I wish I could pat you on the head from here. But y'all have to do all of that simping and all that white knighting and all that. Y'all got to do that. I don't. And as a result, I can confirm that if you take that move away from her, I bet you the WWE audience stops cheering her.
In a heartbeat.
And these are the same people that'll come to our page and say, oh, all you guys do is goon all day. Prove it. Prove it. I'll be seeing y'all captions. Look, here's the crazy part. Here's the difference. It'll be an article about the woman that I'm posting a picture of, and it'll be like, oh, fucking gooners. I'm like, what? It's an article about the woman that I posted.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Mariah May article. Of course I'm going to post a picture of Mariah May. Does she have to be in a bikini? Does she take a picture in anything else? Like, if she's not taking a picture in a bikini, she's in a skimpy fucking dress. You can take a picture of her in her wrestling gear. Basically bra and panties.
Yeah.
You can't win. But again, these would be the same people that you go to their page and it is all simping for a woman's wrestler. Like, they will be retweeting posts that'll be talking about some, oh, I wish I could bite Liv Morgan's juicy booty. They'd be retweeting stuff like that. But we the gooners. Get your goof ass on somewhere. Get your goof ass on somewhere. God, that shit gets on my nerve. Y'all mark out for Booker T, but we the gooners?
Mm-hmm.
Just stop. It really, hold on, Werner. You remember that era of CovalentTV on social media where we would post a picture of a woman in an article related to that specific woman.
Yep.
And the woman's wrestler would comment underneath it or retweet it, quote retweet it. And like before they would quote retweeted a comment on it, oh, we be getting called gooners, all this sort of stuff. And then the woman will quote retweeted a comment. And then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, this post is so great.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I also remember the era of, you don't post any guys.
That's a true story, by the way. Werner's not exaggerating a word. There was literally a man on our first CovalentTV page on Facebook that DM'd us. He belonged to one of the wrestling groups on Facebook. If he's watching this stream right now, you know who you are, bitch ass. You know exactly who you are. He sent us a DM saying, you guys don't post enough men. Now, Werner, let's not try to attempt comedy this time. Am I lying?
No.
This is a true story. I'm like, oh, so you want us to just post random pictures of sweaty men? Got it. Cool. Edgar, you remember? Yeah. Because I remember calling his group out on stream. I'm like, dude, can you fuck off? Why would you post that? They posted it. The fuck? Are you going to go under their post and say, why would you post this? And then last but not least, we going to post whatever the fuck we want. Y'all don't run nothing.
Right.
Guess what? If I want to post 20 pictures of women in a row, what can you do about it?
Nothing.
And now you blocked for your troubles. See how that works? And guess what? The picture's still going to be there. I just had to get that off my chest. But back to the match. There was a spot in this match where Roxanne and who was trying to close the ladder on Rhea? Was it Giulia?
I believe it was Giulia.
Y'all, they couldn't damn close the ladder. They couldn't damn close the ladder.
No.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up and highlighting that, because that was the one moment in the match that took me out of the match. There's always that one moment in a WWE match where you go up and I'm out. That was that.
And that was pretty early in the match, too.
Right. That was one of those moments where I was like, and I'm out. That took me out of it. It did. And I hate that because it seemed like Roxanne Perez was actually trying. Like, Roxanne Perez was in there working her ass off. I give her credit what credit is due.
To me, watching this match, she seemed like the only one that actually cared to be in the match.
Yeah.
And was actually trying.
Yeah.
But see, that's the difference between pro wrestler and sports entertainer.
No, credit what credit is due. She was given maximum effort.
Yeah.
I give it to Roxanne for real, for real. She was in that motherfucker trying her best.
Yeah.
Them other girls in there.
Yeah, piss.
Giulia, especially. Like, I can't believe I'm calling out Giulia of all people. Giulia looked like she was lost and was trying to find her way back to goddamn stardom.
Mm-hmm.
I think and this is not a compliment to WWE, so please don't take it this way. Please don't, for the love of God, because I could see some person trying to spin our words and say, see, you are admitting the WWE is the best. No, I'm not. I think Giulia was struck by the moment. I think she was awestruck.
Ooh.
I think she was awestruck. I think she went out there and just blanked. She looked like a chicken with her head cut off out there. I'm just going to keep it a buck. She didn't look like she knew where to go, what to do. Giulia looked lost. And Stephanie is starting to develop this smugness in that ring where it's like she knows she's better than a lot of the girls, like in ring wise. But she's like, as a result of me knowing I'm better than a lot of you women, I'm not going to try. So she's starting to get like this little like in-ring smugness about herself. And she's not a heel.
Mm-mm.
But she's starting to get like this in-ring smugness about herself. Where it's like, yeah, I could out-wrestle every one of you, but I won't. Because I'm Stephanie. Everyone pops for me anyway when I do the Devil's Kiss. Who cares? I'm here. I'm living a dream.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. You was going to say something? Go ahead.
No, it's especially Booker T when she was on NXT. I don't know if it's going to happen on Monday Night Raw with the punter and Chody. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because they're fucking morons. I just, I feel like even though she hasn't won a title, I feel like Giulia has Randy Orton, or not Giulia. Stephanie has Randy Orton syndrome.
Yeah, because she feel like she made it already.
Yeah.
Like, just look at her face. Like, all you got to do, body language really just tells you a lot about a motherfucker. Like, just look at her body language. She's just like, I could wrestle, but why? I don't need to here. They'll pop for me just goddamn putting somebody in a leg lock and slamming their head against the mat.
Yeah.
So why try? Shut the fuck up. Are you outside hunking? Like, dude, what are you hunking for? Call the person. We got cell phones.
Yes.
God damn, dude. Okay. Said she's getting too much too fast. Said that smugness is very noticeable. Like, okay, and I want to make sure that I'm not reaching, though. I want to make sure I'm not reaching. But, like, because I waited until she had a few matches on the main roster to make this assessment. I didn't say, but, like, I noticed it low-key when she was in NXT. Like, I noticed it when she was in NXT. But I was like, let me hold off. Let me see if that was just her just kind of going through the motions, trying to figure herself out. But now she's on the main roster. Yeah, she just has this smugness about herself where it's like, the fuck, I'm me. Why do I got to try? I'm me. Yeah, you're you, but guess what? Soon enough, people are not going to care that you're you because the WWE audience doesn't even care about what you did before you got there. And Giulia's learning that the hard way too.
And it's not going to mean much once you go up against Rhea Ripley.
Right. Yeah, acting like a kept woman. No, acting like the woman that gets princess treatment.
Yeah.
She lives a soft life.
Sheltered.
Shorty, again, you better pray WWE gave you a lifetime contract. You better pray WWE gave you a lifetime contract, because, baby, if you hit the streets, you gonna be sleeping in a box under the freeway. Not literally, figuratively. You gonna be sleeping in a wrestling box under the freeway.
Yeah.
You gonna be working the hell out of GCW.
Maybe Billy will take a flyer on you.
Woo, buddy. Because between what I saw at Worlds Collide and this phoned-in performance you gave in this match, sweetie, ooh-wee. Okay. Now, the crowd was going crazy for everything and chanted, "This is awesome," more than once.
I know we want tables multiple times throughout this show.
Of course.
Because, hey, this is a WWE show. They're allowed to chant whatever they want.
Dude, I wish that fat-ass chant would fucking die.
Yeah.
But we eventually ended up with 3 ladders set up as a bridge from corner to corner that resulted in dual code reds from Bliss to Perez and Naomi to Stephanie. After taking down Ripley and Bliss at the same time, Naomi climbed the ladder and retrieved the briefcase to win the match. That was that. Okay, let me say this. To all of the people that went, "Oh my God, she deserved it. Oh my God, this was such a long time coming. Naomi, yeah." Hey, Warner, can you verify something for me? You ain't got to put it on the keyboard. I just need, this should be off of memory. Didn't Triple H, wouldn't it report that Triple H basically hates the Money in the Bank concept and he wants to eventually do away with it?
Yes.
And who won Money in the Bank this year on the women's side?
Naomi.
Okay, and what color is Naomi?
She would be African American.
Oh. So the 1 year in which the report comes out of how he wishes he could do away with the concept, a black woman wins it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Warren. It might just be a coincidence. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it might.
I don't know.
It's a possibility.
I don't know. I think I might just be reaching. My fault, y'all. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of that. And then to address all of the dorks and all of the WWE cum guzzlers that say stuff like, "Well, yeah, she deserved it. It was such a feel-good moment." First of all, she's a fucking heel.
Right.
So that tells me WWE is failing with their booking in itself right there.
Mm-hmm.
She's a heel. Then, two, what do you mean she deserves it? She's been a multi-time women's champion in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she's gotten a belt, she's failed because Naomi doesn't have fucking charisma. And that's not to denigrate my sister. It's not. I love Naomi. I think she's a great person. I heard she's a great person backstage as well. But that girl got as much charisma as a fucking goldfish cracker.
That's kind of, to be honest, I was surprised she won because her promo skills aren't the best.
And we've seen mountaintop Naomi. We've seen it.
Yeah.
The best Naomi ever in TNA, the best Naomi ever was still mid-card feeling. See, I'm a black man first, and I know to be on code, I'm FBA all day, but homie, Naomi just ain't all that. See, I'm a black man first, and I know to be on code, I'm FBA all day, but homie, Naomi just ain't all that. Sorry. Naomi just ain't all that. And then tee hee ha ha, oh my God, it's so great. Oh, she deserved it. It was such a cool moment. What's going to happen as a result of Jada Bianca? Then go out again. Fuck. God damn, here we go with this bullshit. Yeah, the drones don't like what I'm saying, y'all.
Bam.
God, I hope that Twitter stream didn't go out and start another one. I'm finna be shitty if it did. It should still be up. It was doing it for a second. My fault, y'all. We still live. Somebody verify. Yeah, we still live on Twitter. Okay, cool. Bet. God damn it. What the actual fuck? Okay. I gotta send this message to Shorty. Oh my God. But Warner, give your thoughts on this women's Money in the Bank match, sir.
Underwhelming. Obviously, the star of the show was Roxanne because she actually gives a damn. But everyone else was just like, "Oh, we're just here. Yay! We're happy to be here because we have jobs. Yay!" I just underwhelming and interesting choice for Money in the Bank winner. I'll say that because to be honest, when we were doing investment ratings, I was thinking about, okay, who legitimately could win. I really thought they were going to do a youth movement and it was going to be down between Giulia, Stephanie, and Roxanne. Because, Triple H wanted to go through that youth movement and, keep his NXT people happy. Yeah. I just it's super underwhelming. Maybe this match needs to go away for a little while because it's been oversaturated for the last 10 years as a pay-per-view,
and they've bastardized the entire concept,
right?
Because it seems like title shots in WWE are handed out like fucking Halloween candy,
especially when you're Charlotte Flair.
So that's why I've been the person. I've been saying they should do away with Chamber. They should do away with Money in the Bank. Anything where you have to earn your opportunity to have an opportunity, they should just do away with it. They should just do away with it. Because, like Warner just said, if Charlotte could just show up and be like, no one's on my level, get to the back of the line, the queen's here, and get a title shot, what's the point of Chamber? What's the point of fucking the Royal Rumble? What's the point of Money in the Bank? What's the fucking point?
What's going to be the point of Queen of the Ring if Charlotte's in it?
So I don't disagree with that sentiment at all. And what's crazy is the Money in the Bank concept could be something extremely good. It could be one of the biggest and dopest plot points of the year for WWE. But again, they have bastardized the concept so much that it's like, I know this person's either going to lose his cash in or win this cash in. You could see it coming a mile away.
Yeah. And put it back on WrestleMania. You fight to have all these people on the card so they can get WrestleMania paydays. Here's a great legitimate way to get a bunch of people on the show and then fight for something. Make it meaningful.
No, Warner, why make something meaningful when you could just make it however you want to make it and then complain about it to the compromised media and say you want to do away with it?
That's true.
Yeah, why make things meaningful? Why do you want things to mean something, Warner? Why are you questioning the WWE product? How about you just sit back and just enjoy wrestling? Huh?
Because this is the industry standard. And it needs to be held to a higher standard than what drones put it at, because it's fucking ridiculous.
Warner, you're wrong. Just enjoy wrestling.
I'll enjoy wrestling on Wednesday when I get 4 hours from Portland. Because that's where the real wrestling is.
Oh, and I'm
fake
say,
wrestling. Fake wrestling is on Mondays and Fridays.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and say this right now for anybody is wondering. That Arena Mexico show is gonna blow this that fucking Worlds Collide shit out the water.
Oh, easily.
And it's going to be authentic Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
It's going to blow that shit out of the water. I am going to enjoy it thoroughly. All right. Next up, we got Dominic Mysterio versus Octagon Jr. for the Intercontinental title. The only thing I gathered from this was Mr. Iguana. Warner, how is AAA brass at this show, which I'm sure they likely were in a suite? How is AAA brass at this show watching this play out in front of them and going, we're going to be so much better off because you did that? Octagon is going to get such a huge spotlight on him now that you've done that. Thank you for putting him on your show. He's going to be a huge star now. Dude.
How much you want to bet the real AAA fans, the diehards down in Mexico, really don't give a flying fuck?
Warner, you want to know how bad this was? How bad of a look for AAA this was?
It was massively.
But wait. Dominic Mysterio was treated like the babyface in this match.
Which, he's a fucking heel.
And not just by the crowd in the arena, by all of the drones and fair walkers on social media too. Oh, Dominic's so over. Oh, well, that Octagon guy, he's cool, but Dominic is just on top of everything right now. They should make him champion down in AAA. That's the stuff I was seeing in real time. I was seeing this in real time. Oh, my God. Okay. Warner, what do we know, bro? What do we know?
This is shit.
What do we know?
It's fucking trash, this product.
Dominic Mysterio won by hitting a 619, followed by a frog splash to get the win in a short match. Did this match go 5 minutes?
Ooh.
And I swear, just like with Rey Fenix on his first SmackDown match, I'm sorry, not his first one, his second one. On his second SmackDown match, it felt like Octagon Jr. was told, hey, I know you slowed down earlier on the Worlds Collide event, but tonight on Money in the Bank, we need you to slow down just a little bit more. And it's not because we don't want you to be the wrestler you are. We want the crowd to be able to sink in to everything that you do. We want you to be able to play with play into the cameras and be the star that we know you are, Octagon. Yeah, so just slow down as much as you can. Feel the moment, Octagon. Just for him to go out there and get fucking no reaction and Dominic Mysterio to be cheered over him. And for him to lose in, 5 minutes?
You are very close. It was 4 minutes, 55 seconds.
Good Lord. Wasn't even 5. Thoughts on this match, sir? Anything else?
What does this do? Honestly, what
for either person?
For either person, especially Dominic, considering, and I'm going to go back to this. What was it? A month ago, 2 months ago? Liv Morgan goes in and asks for time off, and Dom does the same thing, and Pierce is like, no, you're a champion. You got to work double time. He hasn't defended the title since then until tonight. Well, What are we fucking doing? You should have let him the fucking time off. You're not going to have him wrestle and defend the damn title.
I saw a couple people say, "Where's the story? What's the history?"
Exactly.
So what they're gonna do is what WWE drones are gonna do is, oh, they set it up at Worlds Collide. If you were paying attention,
that's not a story. That's Dominic just screaming for no reason.
Octagon Jr. got squashed by fucking Dominic Mysterio.
Because WWE good, everything else bad.
And yes, Miguel, you had commentary acting like Dom was the babyface. Oh, Mo. Oh, no, you're not supposed to bring that up. No, you can't bring that up. No, how dare you say the build-up for Worlds Collide was atrocious? How dare you?
I mean, come on. All you had was Legado El Fantasma doing promos for it.
Oh, Mo, no, just shut up. Just enjoy wrestling. Why does everything have to be criticized? Just enjoy wrestling, right? Give me a fucking knife. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. Show the love, man. Y'all didn't slow down. Get our chat rate back up. Emojis. Run the donations up, man. Show us love. We approach 2 hours. I got to speed this up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boy. In a match sponsored by the Predictable Nation on the Predictable Reservation, we got Lyra Valkyria going against Becky Lynch. If this match was any slower, they would have been standing still. If this match was any slower, they would have been standing fucking still. Lyra Valkyria already wrestles slow. So the fact that she had to slow down for Becky Lynch, who wrestles like her feet is trapped in fucking cement.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this match went? With all of those ingredients, I knocked it to my mic. With all of those ingredients, how do you think this match went? Boring, sloppy, slow. Becky Lynch needs to fuck off. Becky Lynch is starting to feel a step past self-serving. She's starting to feel like not only should she go away, but she should be one of those people that when she does go away, WWE just never mentions her again. Like, you don't see her in video packages, nothing. Yeah. Like, she just gets wiped. Because she's been a net negative on women's wrestling and people are too afraid to fucking say it. Watch this. For all of you Becky Lynch simps, watch this. I dare you to do this. I dare you to do this in good faith. I dare you to answer this in good faith. Name 5 women Becky Lynch has elevated in her career. Name 5 women that Becky Lynch has elevated in her career. Go.
She hasn't elevated one.
She's a net negative. You could wipe her from women's wrestling history, and who would blink? Who would blink? No, you can't do it with Charlotte because they're going to be like, oh, well, the Flair name. She kept the Flair name alive. Flair. They're going to flare you. They're going to flare you to fucking death. Go ahead, Warner.
But here's the thing. That name's going to die with her. Oops. She is the last Flair.
And I saw people. Let me get to the result. Becky Lynch wasn't able to win with the Superman handle slam, so she resorted to cheating by grabbing a handful of tights when she had Lyra Valkyria down for the pin. Becky had Lyra raise her hand and strap the title to her, but Lyra hit her with a German suplex and a Nightwing to shut her up. And Michael Cho was so anxious to get the call out that he ended up saying German Nightwing. Just like how we just said about the last match, what does this do for either person?
What was the reason?
Oh, wait, watch this. They're going to say, oh, Becky, when Becky loses it, it's going to give a rub to someone. Okay, wait, stop. Stop. Wait. If you can say that about Becky Lynch winning this match, why can't y'all say this about Mercedes, who's actually doing good business? Why can't y'all keep that same energy for Mercedes? Oh, when Becky does stuff like this, it's going to be a good rub for somebody someday. But what Mercedes is doing is such a big fucking net negative. Y'all got to learn how to keep that same fucking energy, dude. What Becky Lynch is doing is worse than what Mercedes is doing, and what Mercedes is doing isn't even bad. Good Lord. Now go ahead, Warner. I got nothing with this crap ass product.
What was the fucking reason of this? There's no fucking reason for this match. This match was fucking terrible. This match should not have been on the card. This match shouldn't even been on fucking Raw. These two ladies should be embarrassed with themselves and how they performed tonight. This was a god-awful match.
And the people calling this match of the show at that point, I'm like, are you serious? Remember what I said on last night's review, y'all. WWE fans know this shit sucks. You want to know what the average WWE fans dopamine is? Saying it's good when they know it's not. They get a rush off of that shit. It's so good. Deep down inside, their thoughts are like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? They know this shit is garbage, but they get this like weird little fucking rush on running to social media and being like, that was so good. They get like this rush.
It's this weird dopamine hit.
Like WWE is not going to call you and invite you to the scrum.
But one day they will. One day. Because that's the dream.
I swear.
And WWE gives us our dreams.
I swear dude, I really think it's like a dopamine rush for them. I do. Oh, I'm going to say it's good when it's not. It feels so wrong, but it also feels so right. And y'all still can't figure out why I want WWE fans to disappear off the face of the damn earth. Y'all still can't figure it out. These are the people that jump into pro wrestling discourse head first. People that think stuff like the Lyra and Becky match that we watched are actually good. Oh, and Warner. Oh, shit. How did I forget to bring this up at the beginning? Y'all know I don't really get into back and forth little Twitter arguments. That's not my thing. I'd rather these people come into the show and address us personally.
Right.
But it was one that I saw that was so ridiculous that I had to quote retweet it and put a nope gif. It was a motherfucker that after the Chad Gable and Vikingo match that it put match of the year ? I was like, are you serious?
Oh God.
I said no.
The drones maybe.
No.
But not to real professional wrestling fans.
No.
Matthew Shelton, that's a fact. He said they hold their nose and hit post. Dude, it's embarrassing.
It really is.
Just say it's not good. That's it. Just say it's not good. Act like a WWE hitman is going to bust in your house and take out your whole family.
Or the whole blow dart thing.
Becky Lynch out there wearing a trash bag for fucking pants. Well, shit, that fits her perfectly, all things considered.
But I can dress just like my husband now. Yay!
Men's Money in the Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, the only word that comes to my mind is clusterfuck. That is the only word that comes to my mind for this match. Clusterfuck. You want to know what the big angles were to come out of this? Jacob Fatu turns on Solo Sikoa in the most soft beatdown I've seen Jacob Fatu do in his whole wrestling career.
Yeah.
All four, and this was overbooked to hell. And I saw people, that's what made it more entertaining.
No. Less is more. Less is more. Less is more. Less is fucking more.
They can't say it's bad. They refuse.
No, they just sit on their hands and they still defend, which is trash. That is a terrible fan, and they should stop watching.
They refuse, bro.
I know they refuse, but I can't. I wish I could take it away from them, but I can't.
After preventing LA Knight from winning, Seth Rollins climbed up and retrieved the briefcase.
Why is an almost 40-year-old winning the Money in the Bank?
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff.
He is not the future of WWE.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay. So, Werner, I'm about to tie some pieces together. And I need you to keep up. It's not a lot of pieces, but it's necessary pieces that need to be brought up in this show. If Seth Rollins, pause if necessary for what I'm going to say next. If Seth Rollins had the stroke to be able to send Sami Zayn to SmackDown and get him a world title opportunity,
yes.
Why wouldn't he use that same stroke, pause if necessary, to get himself a world title opportunity without having to compete in Money in the Bank? Aren't heels supposed to take the easiest path possible while cheating?
Yes. Yes. Especially when you have Paul the Predator with you.
Okay, so Werner, I'm forfeiting. I can't do anymore. Like, you could cover the rest of this. I can't do anymore. I can't. The El Grande Americano shit. The match itself was terrible. It was overbooked. It was horse shit.
Yeah.
I can't, dude. I just can't anymore.
No,
sorry.
This fucking match was terrible. Again, Seth Rollins won. A 40-year-old should not be winning Money in the Bank. Period. This was terrible. There is no reason this match should have went 33 minutes.
And in both matches, real quick, Warner, and in both matches, did the people who needed it most win?
No. God forbid if that would happen.
Oh, did any of the Money in the Bank briefcases go to a young upstart?
No, that did not happen either.
Oh, well, was anybody made tonight as a result of the Money in the Bank matches?
No, that didn't happen either.
Okay, did any young upstart get a marquee Money in the Bank moment tonight?
No, that didn't happen either.
Oh, and by the way, LA Knight, you're done. You're done. If they didn't give you the Money in the Bank briefcase in LA and your name is fucking LA Knight, Dude, it's over. It's over. It's over. Said 37 and 40-year-old winners. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Why do y'all stay loyal to this shit? Why do y'all stay loyal to this shit? Why do y'all stay loyal to this crap ass product? God fucking damn it. The better television show is elsewhere. Fuck. Y'all pay tickets like idiots to watch this trash. Then y'all complain, and then whenever it comes back to your city, oh, well, I had to go. It was in my city. It was close, so I just went. And then you try to push it off on your kid. What my kid wanted? No, you wanted to go, you fucking drone. Fuck. This shit is ass, dude. I hate reviewing this garbage. Go ahead.
All righty, we're going to go to the last match, and it's going to be quick. We got Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. To get to the end of the match, Cena was speared by a masked man and punched a few times, and then it was revealed it was R-Truth. R-Truth is back. Everyone got worked.
-10, no moment.
Yeah, -10, no moment. This show is ass.
Your biggest angle coming out of this show is, ooh, look, we all fooled you with a 50-plus-year-old R-Truth. That was your gotcha moment. WWE, that was your gotcha moment. What is going to be the long-term ramifications of this?
Nothing. Because it's John Cena, and he's gone in what, 20 appearances or whatever it is?
And whether it was a work or if they legitimately brought him back because of fan outcry, either way, what now? Bring on Wednesday. I wish I could just skip Monday's show.
Oh.
I really do. And who knows, I might fuck around and do it anyway. We'll see. WWE has the worst professional wrestling. Hell, they have the worst sports entertainment product.
Facts.
Out there right now. The people who blindly support this garbage need to be shot off into fucking space. Terrible show, terrible quality, wrong people won. All the matches were seemingly overbooked. Warren, you got anything else, bro?
No, I got nothing, because this show is fucking ass, and it's not getting better. And they're just smacking you in the face, going, "We're insulting your intelligence, and you like it. We're insulting your intelligence, and you like it. We're insulting your intelligence, and you like it."
All right, let me blow my nose, y'all. Okay. So, clear the air. Find better ways to invest your time. If that is something that reviewing WWE is truly bashing into my head, find better ways to spend your time and utilize your time. Because WWE is the biggest waste of time on the planet. I'd rather sit in a waiting room at a doctor's office reading a fucking Sky magazine than to watch the WWE product. Now, if somebody says, why would a Sky magazine be in a doctor's office waiting room? If you've never been to a doctor's office before, you would know that there's some of the most random magazines that are in a doctor's office magazine pile. So don't be a smart ass, because I can see somebody trying to be a smart ass. Why would a Sky magazine be in the doctor's office waiting room? You're not intelligent enough to get that across, so don't even try it. Just find better ways to spend your time. Because I'm going to say this on the show for everybody to know, there's going to come a day where I'm going to hit up Warner and I'm going to tell him, hey, bro, until they pull their head out of their ass, we're not covering WWE shows. And I'm sure a lot of y'all that watch us and enjoy us, y'all going to stop watching us and enjoying us because we're not covering a product you secretly enjoy but get on here and pretend to hate.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm going to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of having shows that I'm actually invested in and I can be jovial and entertaining, and for the sake of that, sacrificing WWE shows might be coming real soon. And honestly, there's not going to be a person that's going to be able to talk us back into doing it unless they putting up a gang of money. And that day might be coming very soon. Because I don't rant for clicks. I don't rant for views. I'm telling you right now, if that was the case, we'd have way more viewers. This comes from a sincere place. Because we do want to see this product get better. But me and Warner both know deep down in our hearts, this will never get better. So why should we give our best to something that can't even be good? Why would we do that? And y'all notice these WWE reviews are getting more and more vitriolic. You know why? Because the product is getting worse. We're matching their energy. The worse this product gets, the more vitriolic our reviews are going to be. The more incendiary our reviews are going to be. Until, guess what? One day, we just going to stop doing them. And a lot of y'all are going to stop supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want to clear the air
on. Don't let things insult your intelligence like WWE. Fight back on that. And work on being around people and places that challenge your intelligence and make you want to be better. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
All right, y'all. Well, we're about to get up out of here, so therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So, sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, and just your boy, Mr. Starksign.
Big enough football worldwide, the Messiah of semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Monday.